And the difference between being successful with status compared to just being successful is fucking night and day.
Bro, it is, bro.
It's the difference of like, yeah, I can afford to go to that restaurant, but when I pull up at a fucking restaurant, I walk up, I either know the manager, they're waiting for me.
You might have to take notes on this bitch. Yo, welcome back to this Famous and Wealthy podcast. We got my boy Eric Spofford in the building, man. He finna break down a lot of game to y'all, man. Listen, I look up to this man. This man owns everything that I do. He owns, you know what I mean? Like I haven't even been on a jet. I told myself I want to get on one of those Boeing 737s, I think. But I'm like, man, I always watch his page for motivation, man. How you doing, my boy?
I'm blessed, bro.
Hey, man, so
good to be here.
So what I need to do to be just like you, man? I'd be like, damn, this
Work
man
your
like
fucking dick off. Take a lot of risk.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, man.
So how did you get in a position, like how did you start, bro?
Bro, it's a crazy story. And, you know, I lived a crazy life with drugs and crime and all this insanity, and then ended up getting sober at 21 years old, almost 22, after shooting dope for like 7 years.
Wow.
And so it started from like the bottom, and then just brick by brick, dude, relentlessly have just built shit over the last 18 years.
So as far as what type of people were you hanging around with when you were like doing drugs and stuff like that?
Criminals, drug dealers, fucking
so
parolees, all of it.
You could agree that it do take this right amount or right type of people that you got to hang out with to actually get successful.
100%, bro. Yeah, so much of it is about your network and the people that you surround yourself with. It's like the rising tide lifts all boats.
Right.
And so if you surround yourself with a high tide, that motherfucker is going to just pull you up by the very nature of being around high-level people.
Right.
But so many people are caught up just hanging with losers and having the attachment to fucking people that don't serve them, their goals, and where they want to be in life.
Right.
And they got to cut that shit.
So where did you grow up at?
I grew up just outside of Boston, Massachusetts. Southern New Hampshire, northern Massachusetts.
And you got successful out there as well?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I built a big addiction treatment business. I've done a lot of different things over the years, but the biggest thing was I built a big addiction treatment business and sold it 3 years ago to a private equity company for $115 million.
Wow.
That was the big come up. And so we built a big business, made a lot of money in real estate and with the company, but the big come up was
so like with myself, like, you know, you being in that situation, did you ever see yourself getting to that point? Like me, I can't see that like for myself. Like I can, but I can't. If you get what I'm saying.
The whole experience of building the business, becoming successful, and then selling it for a fucking big bag was honestly surreal. Yeah. Even today, it's surreal. Like today, I look at my life and I'm like, it doesn't even feel like mine some days.
Yeah, like, do you think like God, like, you know, like,
everything, bro. Everything. That's where the journey started for me, bro. I was hiding in the closet in a fucking trap house, dude, after committing real crime, thinking I was going to prison forever, got on my knees and said a prayer for the first time in my life. Wow. And I've been sober since that moment. Wow. And that's what changed my life. And so relationship with God, personal development, and just relentless execution and action.
Damn, that's wild. I mean, I got locked up for, you know, almost 4 years or whatever, and it changed. What
state was that?
Well, I went to jail in Chicago, and then I ended up getting in trouble. They sent me to Thompson, Illinois, and then I went from Thompson, Illinois, got caught with a cell phone, and I got shipped to Minnesota. You know what I mean? And I did the rest of my time in Minnesota, then came home. Yep. I've been home since 2020.
Yep.
So like, you know, about 5 years now.
Hell yeah.
And made a bag since I've been home. You know what I mean?
Time,
like,
bro. So that's not a long time.
Yeah, you know, and I would just be thinking, like, seeing people like you, I'm like, damn, like, straight motivation, like, you know what I mean? And, like, how do you deal with, like, haters? Because we all got haters, I'm sure, you know what I mean? How do you deal with, like, if, you know, everybody feel like they can be an entrepreneur, but they don't know how to take the hate?
Haters is the price of success, man.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have haters, you're fucking doing something wrong.
Exactly.
And so, you know, every single successful person has critics and has people that have an opinion and something to say and that want to hate on you.
Exactly.
And so I'm grateful for them. Like, you have to develop thick skin, for sure. And so if you're bothered by that, this game's not for you.
For sure. Yeah. You're right about that. What's the most money you think you made in a month doing what you do?
In a month?
Yeah.
I mean, That's relative, right? Like the month that I sold that business, I made a fucking lot of money.
Yeah, right.
So
right.
that month, December of 2021, made a ton of money that month. But just in the ordinary course of conducting business outside of that with real estate deals, couple million.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't bad. Like, as far as, do you do any marketing, mass marketing, blogs, or anything like that? Like, as far as like with me, right? I spend probably about $60,000 a month on blogs just to be seen more and like to get myself out more.
I don't spend any of that.
Yeah,
No.
not even ads.
For the businesses,
Yeah,
not for my personal brand.
Oh, okay,
no,
okay.
but for the business, like on the treatment business, we manage probably about $400,000 a month on digital spend.
Smart.
Yeah.
So, like, what's your next biggest thing that you got planned for, like, 2026, 2027?
Yeah, right now I'm back building another treatment business and also building a real estate business next to it. And so active day-to-day CEO of two fast-paced growing companies.
Wow.
The treatment business. So I sold the one that I had up in New Hampshire, up in New England.
Yeah.
And then started another one a little more than 2 years ago. And so right now we have facilities in Ohio, California, and Pennsylvania and growing. And then on the on the real estate side of things, we're flipping about 50 single-family homes, Section 8 rental properties a month right now.
Right.
Yeah. We're just grinding, man, working our fucking faces off.
So how do you deal, like, we in Miami or whatever, how do you deal with women?
Listen, Miami is a fucking crazy place for women, dude. You can have all the women in the world, but finding the right one's a needle in the haystack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so Miami is a crazy place to be in all ways. And I think in certain ways it gets a bad rep that it deserves, and it also enjoys a good rep that it deserves. And what I've found in Miami, I've been here for 4 years.
Yeah.
You'll get out of it what you put into it.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? For me, like, I stay disciplined, man. I don't
me
drink.
too.
I don't fuck. I'm in the gym. I'm
Yeah,
hanging out with the
same.
right people, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And keeping it tight.
Yeah.
And then, as far as like the women's subject, I get a lot of people that ask me about relationships and how do you manage that and all of that. Like, dude, so many people focus on these external things. Like, they focus on trying to get girls. They focus on trying to get wealthy. They focus on trying to get all this stuff. And when you just focus on being the best version of you, like, you just have a gravitational pull to that.
Right. Exactly.
So you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, like, as far as with me though, a lot of girls, they like be more scared of me because if I tell them I'm in Miami, it's like if they're from out of town, they're intimidated. They're like,
100%.
"Oh, you're in Miami? Oh, well, what do you need me for?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Plenty of pretty girls in Miami.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That's why I was asking, because I'll be like,
yeah, you know what you got to tell them though. Yeah, there's plenty of beautiful girls in Miami, but the problem is they're from Miami, so pull up.
exactly. Because I don't really deal with a lot of Miami women. You know what I mean? I deal with out of town and fly them in and give them that, But most of the time, to be honest, I'm kind of tired of Miami, so I like to go overseas a lot now. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I feel like you can have more fun overseas, way cheaper than Miami. Kind of expensive.
You got Dubai coming up.
Yeah, like, so I'm like, damn.
What are you doing for the summer? Where you gonna be?
Let me see. I'm really trying to go to Italy. I'm literally just trying to travel the world, Africa, like, because it's kind of like, okay, for instance, I just was on a yacht and it was like $9,000. And I literally just went to Saudi Arabia and spent probably about $60,000, but I did all that I did for $60,000. Now, if I would have did the same thing in Miami, that shit would have been way more. You know what I mean? So I'll be telling people, like, Miami it's nice, but it ain't cheap at all. Like,
100%.
Even just living down here is not cheap, So when I see y'all lifestyle, I'm like, man, y'all gotta be spending some real money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's good though. Like, are you planning on doing any traveling soon?
This summer, man, I love going to Europe in the summer.
Yeah.
That's probably the next thing I'd have gotten. So going over there, trying to get to Italy. My favorite place on planet Earth right now in the summertime in like July, August is Mykonos in Greece.
Yeah, I want to go there. I haven't been there.
Oh, bro, I've been every summer for the last 4 years.
Damn, it's like that?
It's fucking sick.
Wow.
It's the best. It's got like this kind of like European, almost Miami vibe. You go over there, bro, you're going to see nothing but people you know. You go stay at like Cava Tagu or like one of these resorts that are pretty well known that are super fucking dope. You come out, you hit the pool, you're like, yo, hey, what?
Right. You go at the same time every year?
No, I've moved it around a little bit. I was in there in June last year, which honestly seemed a little early. Because like the beginning of the season, like you hit that July and August, right in that sweet spot, and it's just wild, bro.
Yeah.
And then you got the day clubs like Scorpios, Namos, Principote. They're like beach clubs during the daytime, and that's sick. And then go out to all the spots at night. You know why I like it though the most?
Yeah.
Is because I never do nightlife in Miami because I have to be up early for the business, right? Like I gotta be up and active in the morning, and I can't be fucking feeling like shit from not sleeping or whatever. So I'll be in Mykonos, fucking out partying, sober, drinking Red Bulls, but it'll be 2 a.m. and it's still normal. I'm like doing business in the club over there because of the time zone difference.
Oh yeah, the time zone. Yeah,
so I don't feel guilty being out. I'm like talking to my team while I'm out there, you know.
I forgot though, cause like it's like Dubai. Y'all be asleep, we be up. And then,
100%. Dubai is even more. I think Mykonos is 7 hours, and Dubai I think is 9.
Dubai is a different
next level.
Different, bro.
Next level.
So
I'm on that global tip though.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in America, Miami is the best city in the country for sure. But I like moving around a lot.
Would you fly a jet like that far? Like how much would something like that cost?
Fuck no, bro.
I was like, that shit gotta be high as hell, bro.
No, I mean, my jet can get to Europe.
Yeah.
But to get to like Dubai, you'd have to fly, stop.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
For the gas.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a super mid-sized jet. And so if you want to do that trip, you really want to be in like a G650, G550, G700, Global 7500, like a full size,
like the
super
one,
heavy jet,
okay,
and straight one shot. But still, that trip's
it's gonna
250, 300,
damn,
just on the plane. But bro, you can't beat that fucking Emirates first class shit, bro.
I love the Emirates.
25,000 on the ticket.
Bro. I love it.
It's more comfortable, lay down seat. You got the unlimited food on the menu.
Yes,
you be pressing the little button. They'll be taking care of you.
I be telling people
so even if I had the big jet, dude, I think I'd still
do the Emirates.
Fly the Emirates.
I feel like it's like a hotel, and then they be like, it's 16 hours. I'm like, bro, it feels like 2 hours
because you're chilling.
Man,
bro,
I love
the
it.
first time I did the Emirates flight, I was like, fuck, like, what am I going to do on this plane for all that time? And then I got on there. They handed me my own custom set of pajamas.
Yes, bro.
All this crazy shit. And I was chilling. By the time I got done that one flight the first time, I was like looking forward to the flight home just for the experience. No,
I love it.
But I feel bad for all those poor pricks that get on the plane and go to the back.
Oh man,
and they're gonna sit up like this, like in this chair for 16 hours over there.
That's the worst. That got to be the worst because I was just like, damn, 16 hours. I'm like, this wasn't bad at all, but it's like bad, but it's like perfect. You know what I mean? Like how it was. I was like, so look, let me ask you something. If somebody wanted to get into the business you're in, what would they have to do? You know what I mean? And how much do you charge for mentorship?
My mentorship, I don't take on a lot of people anymore, and so I charge it by the hour. I think it's like $13,000 for the hour or something. They book it on my Instagram. I still get a couple a month.
Oh wow!
And so I just took on one kid that actually wants to start a treatment center, and I'm helping him with that. And so $25,000 a month on retainer.
Yeah,
but I don't have a lot of time, bro. And so I don't. You know, I have 200 employees just at the treatment business. On the real estate business, we have a team of about 20 people. And about 35 subcontracting vendors that we manage, and I have over 100 active real estate deals at any given time in properties in flip. And so all of that is 14-hour days nonstop. So to take on people for mentorship is very tough for me. But to start a rehab, man, like it's a very complicated business because it's healthcare. Like it took me a long time to learn. They're good businesses if you know what you're doing, but a lot can go wrong. It's like I wake up every morning, I got facilities in 3 states that have various amounts. In Ohio right now, I have 116 clients.
Right.
In California, I have 25 clients. And in Pennsylvania today, I think I have 46 clients. And so add all of that up. What's that, close to a couple hundred people?
Yeah.
It's a couple hundred people with addiction and mental health disorders, all within their first 30 to 60 days. Of being clean from fentanyl, cocaine, alcohol, methamphetamine, crystal meth, all that shit. Damn. What could go wrong? It's a fucking disaster every day. So it's a very tough business. And so a lot of stuff is going wrong all the time.
damn, I just like thinking about hiring 300 employees. Like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The business that I sold in 21 had 325 employees when I sold it.
And so how did you start that? Like you started from 5, 10, you hired a company?
With one little building in a sober living house back in 2008. And I lived there for the first 2 years. And I had 11 guys that lived with me and I charged them by the week. And I just built brick by brick by brick.
Damn.
Then got a second one, then got a third one. Then I hired a guy to help manage it. Then I did this, then I did that, built this, built that, opened this, opened that.
Yeah.
And it was a long time though, man. 13 years. People, the one thing about business and entrepreneurship that people don't calibrate in on effectively is that it takes a long fucking time.
Yeah.
People think it happens fast. Like, oh, how do you do that? Like, you're going to go out and recreate what I've done in the next 6 months or something.
Exactly.
I'm like, motherfucker, it took me 13 years to fucking figure it out and build it to the size that it was. Wow. 2008, and I sold it in 2021.
Damn.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And so it's a long...
So you had that vision. Yeah. So most people would have gave up shit in 2 years, 3 years.
Oh, bro, that's the other thing that people don't understand about actual real business is it's fucking hard, man. It's entrepreneurship is incredibly difficult. Like you have to have a pain tolerance and a tolerance for stress that is uncanny, right? Like
yeah, I be telling people that.
Yeah, the amount of problems that you have to deal with every day, the amount of pain, the amount of shit that you have to go through. Most normal human beings would fucking give up, and I wouldn't blame them. Like it's very tough.
Damn. So what do you think about college? Because I know I didn't go to high school. You know what I mean? So
Me either.
yeah, so I feel like us hiring, people ask me, they be like, so this girl, she was like, well, I'm thinking about going back to med school and getting, so I can do this job. And I'm like, well, don't you think it's smarter to just go get the building and hire these people that's professionals? Like, what's your thoughts on that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I would just hire them because I can't go get a degree. I'm not going back to school or anything. So I tell people that it's actually better to just hire the professionals and be smarter with the money and, knowing the business part of it.
Listen, if you have a little bit of hustle and you can figure things out, you don't need an education to start a business. You don't need to go to college.
Right.
But if you're one of those kind of people that's not a top performer, that's not going to take the risk, that's not going to figure it out, and you kind of just need to live your life following a blueprint, go to college, get a job, get a 9 to 5. You'll be home by 6 p.m.
Yeah, come work for us.
Condo, we'll give you a job. Exactly. But for anyone with fucking hustle, you don't need that.
Yeah, for sure.
The information is free. Right?
Yeah.
Like if you could fucking Google and now with ChatGPT and all the information that's available just on an iPhone, like you could teach yourself how to do anything if you have the fucking intellect to be able to absorb the information and execute on it.
Have you been paying attention and seeing the crypto stuff? Like, what do you think about that?
My portfolio look a little depressing right now. We're gonna have to fucking get Trump on the phone and be like, yo, what the fuck?
Look,
this isn't what we expected. You know what I mean?
Look, so do you buy like me? I buy when it's red. I buy more red. So for instance, like Solana, like $1 million in Solana at 123. Usually it shoots back up to like let's say if it shoots to 144. Take profits, USDT, whatever, and let it drop back down type of app. So that's kind of like what I do to stay stable, but I feel like you kind of have to know that type of information though. Like
what you're doing is very smart, and if I was gonna do it, that would be the strategy. But I'm so busy with everything else. I just have a big chunk of money sitting in crypto.
Yeah, and you just let it go up and down.
Let me know when it comes back. I don't want to look at it. You know what I mean?
Because like I
try to stay the fuck off the app, dude, because it fucks my day up.
No, it do.
You know what I mean?
It's almost like
it's
you feel
up
like
here
you lost,
and you got all this fucking money and you're like, oh hell yeah. And then all of a sudden, shit, fucking, you're like, motherfucker. It's like,
okay, I made $2 million. Then, oh shit, I lost 800,000. You want to feel like the real ending. You know what I mean? Like you like, oh my god, I lost 800,000. So you got to get off that shit and like in your mind, you like, okay. Then that's what made me say, okay, well, when the profits go up, this is how I take the profits and let it steady build, and then let it drop back down. That's why they say. When they say buy when it's in the red, it's like buying wholesale again. 100%. You know what I mean? You take your profits when it's up, let it drop real low, buy in, dump a lot in, it's gonna go back green, and then take out profits. You feel me? Like, cause right now Solana low as hell. Solana going back up to 200. You know what I mean?
Bro.
For
I
sure.
fucking got money at Solana.
No, for sure. Solana is a good one.
Better.
Definitely. It's going to go, and it's at the,
Remember when they had that Trump coin and it fucking went off the charts?
Bro, that made a lot of people a lot of money, especially, I'm talking about, like right now.
I'm so sick of these crypto opportunities and me finding out like 3 days too late.
Yeah.
I found out on Sunday. Everyone already got rich.
Yeah, yep.
I find out on Sunday and I'm like trying to move money from this to that and I'm watching the Trump coin go down and then the inauguration was the next day and I'm like, oh, maybe it'll come back.
Then his wife.
Then they fucked.
Then the wife.
Coin.
Yeah. So like,
and I was like, oh, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
But bro, I'm telling you, like Elon and Trump, what they have is so perfect because like, you remember Elon first, and you know the Doge coin.
Yeah.
But even with that, bro, I feel like that's just going to be his like opportunity for like if he ever needs some money, he can easily just tweet that out and it's going to go crazy because it's not even $1.
I know.
You know what I mean? So like, it's good to have money in there. You know what I mean? It's good to have money. It's good to have like notifications on for Trump because you just never know when he can just say, all right, cool, I'm finna launch my son or this person or that person. You know what I mean? So like right now, I don't know if you know about what's his name? JD? Dave Portnoy?
Portnoy, yeah. He's a Boston guy.
Yeah, he launched Greed 3.
No shit.
But he haven't tweeted it. So if he tweets Greed 3, it's gonna go crazy. Like Jail Stu ran up to 400 million. Imagine being in a coin at $10,000 and you have $1,000 in it and it runs to 400 million market cap.
Holy fuck.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So like I'm in Greed 3 real low right now and I'm just waiting on him to like tweet it or whatever. But it's like I've been learning a lot about crypto like heavy because I'm just like I can't be missing no coins. Like this shit is crazy.
Be on it every day.
No,
it's a little bit of information and you execute on. That's what I've seen the people that make it. It's like this information like this. You just told me about that.
Yeah.
I got 2 options right now. I can be like, yo, my man KEVO who knows this shit about crypto just told me about this Greed 3 and the
get on that
from the guy.
Yes.
And then go figure it out and buy it or be like, and then when the thing fucking launches,
you don't even have to put much. You don't even have to put much in it. 5, 10K or less. It was going to turn into millions of dollars because if it goes to do what it does with Jail Stu, because he's a partner with Kraken.
Yeah.
So by him partnering with Kraken, if it goes to 200, 300, 400 million, that's like Trump's coin. I mean, Trump coin is crazy. It went to billions, but 400 million still is crazy. If with $5,000 in, that's like. That's at least $5 million. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's easy money. The more money you put in, the more money you'll make, of course. But everybody just waiting on him to tweet it right now. And he's like, everybody's complaining. I launched Greed 1 or launched Greed 2, and now he has it out, but he hasn't launched it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I've been studying it though, bro. I'm like, man, I ain't missing no more ways. And I feel like the good thing about crypto, once people see your success, like you made a whole lot of money off it, then everybody starts signing up for stuff like, oh, he got an insider or he knows some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of like how I make my money a little bit right now. Crypto and like doing mentorships and, you know, meeting with different celebrities and, you know, especially Dubai though, bro. Like I told you, Dubai is a different level. Like it's a beast. I feel like, you notice how like the owner of Stake, they're using big celebrities to make millions of dollars because it ain't nothing to just go grab like somebody like Drake and put him on your platform and make him do whatever you want him to do every month. And now you're making all this money because everybody want to follow Drake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
So I was watching you say on the Reels, you said you have to fail to win. Like
100%.
Yeah.
You have to get comfortable with failure, man. It's like, you know, one of the analogies that I love around winning and success is you look at the fight game.
Yeah.
Right? Like you look at championship fighters, fucking Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather, pick your favorite fighter. Right. How many times did that motherfucker have to get punched in the face to get there?
No, for sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even when they win the championship fight, most of them come out the other side fucking cut up, bleeding, swollen. Like, dude, they got their fucking ass whooped.
Yeah,
you know?
You're right.
And a lot of people stay out of the fight altogether because they're scared of getting hit. They're scared of getting punched in the face. They're scared of the failure. And you just have to the right mental model around it is to lean into the failure and accept that it's part of the process. Right. And it really is. And it's like when I look at it, every time through my journey, I kind of leveled up to that next level. It was always precipitated by this pullback, which was some failure. And it was like when I would go through these dark days, this loneliness, this fucking struggle, this adversity, these problems, whatever, these attacks, this hate, whatever the fuck it was at that time, it was always right before I, boom, exploded to the next thing.
Yeah. That's how the devil works. Yeah.
100%.
It's like he gets on you like right before God blesses you to that next level.
100%.
And you're like, why the hell am I going through this?
Bro, I got goosebumps on that. Like, I believe that because it's my experience over and over again. And so I think that for me, what's happened is I've been through it so many times that to know that it's true, that now when those dark days come, I'm like, all right.
Just pray more.
Fucking tap in, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so many people do two things. They either avoid it altogether because they're scared of the failure, they're scared of the pain, they're scared of the embarrassment, or they start and they give up too soon. And when they give up, it's like, motherfucker, you gave up moments before it was about to happen.
You was almost there.
You were almost there and you fucking gave up.
Yeah.
You know?
Or no patience.
No patience,
rushing.
bro. Exactly. It's running the long game. And so, like this idea of, you know, failing to win, it really is like every time there's a failure, every time there's a setback, it's pulling you back to launch you into that next thing. And you just have to develop your own grit, your own mental toughness, your own resilience to be able to survive those tough times. Or if you don't, it's the litmus test for like, yo, you reached your maximum level. If you can't survive the pain that it takes to get to that next level, the failure you'll have to endure to get to that next level, then you've topped out, dog. You're at your ceiling.
How did you get the confidence to like speak in front of people and stuff like that? Because me, I still be like kind of nervous speaking in front of a whole lot of people.
Doing it over and over and over again. You know what I mean? I think every good public speaker has to go out on a stage and eat shit at least one good time. Yeah. Like get out there and start sweating. Your mouth starts getting all dry.
Yeah.
You doing this motherfucking thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn.
And then you're looking at the audience. They're looking at you and he's like, well, you know, and when you got this,
it's like
we came to hear what you.
Yeah, it's like everything is just tight. It's tight,
like
anxiety type shit.
Yeah, and so just by repetitively doing it and getting the experience, and at first, you know, you suck at it, and then you get a little better, and you get a little better, and then something just clicked for me, man, and I just stopped giving a fuck. Yeah. And like literally, I don't know what it was. I think it was by the, you know, doing it and suffering through it, getting to that place. And the guy actually said something interesting to me one time. I was speaking in an arena in Utah. Fucking 12,000 people, bro. Biggest thing at that moment is the biggest thing I'd ever spoken at. And I went and I sat in the green room, dude, and I got quiet and I was meditating a little bit and just getting right with God and you know, the moment and all of that. And because I was about to speak. And it not only was it nerve-wracking because I was speaking in front of 12,000 people, bro, fucking on stage in the speaking slots around me was David Goggins, Donald Trump Jr., Ed Milet, like fuck legends, bro. It's like all these big names and fucking Eric Spofford. I'm like, how the fuck I end up here, you know? And so that was a little nerve-wracking, and I came out, and this dude who, I can't remember his name, or I'd give him a shout-out right now. He was great, though. He's actually a professional speaking coach. And he was Renee, that's his name, Renee. I knew his Instagram. But anyways, he grabbed me. He was like, you up? And I was like, yeah. He goes, hey, just go have fun out there. And for some reason, bro, those words like pierced through to my heart. And I was like, just go have fun out there. Right. And I walked out on stage like I was there with me and 12,000 of my friends. And I was like, what's up, motherfuckers? How we fucking doing? You know what I mean? And just, that was honestly probably at that point, like the best, most natural flowed talk that I had. Like I laid it down out there, started on time, brought it in. You have the timer, dude. Finished like a professional right at the countdown of 3, 2, 1. Was off stage and never missed a bit, never stumbled, never stuttered, never like got that fucking, that dry mouth thing, bro. I'd be terrified of that dry mouth thing. Man. Sweating and dry mouth. I'd be like, please, dear God, fucking. Yeah. I've stopped talks, dude, embarrassing as fuck, to get a glass of water.
No, so, no, that is crazy though, because I ain't gonna lie, it's hard for. I had an event like last month, and we had, a few hundred people there or whatever, and I was still kind of nervous, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm not used to that. I'm like more online, you know what I mean? Like more controlled.
Totally. It's a different deal.
Yeah.
It really is a different deal. But, for me, I just kept doing it, walking out there. And now, like, I don't get nervous at all, dude, which is a blessing. Because it's almost like, again, not to overplay the fight analogy, but it's almost like fight day, right? Like, you're gonna speak on Saturday, and about Tuesday you start like, oh fuck,
yeah,
and then every day that's coming up, you're
closer.
thinking about it, you're thinking about it,
you're right.
And then that morning you wake up, you're like, shit, I'm on it too, fuck, and then you just count down right up until that point where you walk out on stage or whatever it is in front of the crowd, introduce yourself, and then it's like game time.
Did you have somebody you looked up to, like a mentor or something, or that somebody you used to watch or get motivated?
Dude, a lot of them. And I had a handful of like business mentors. No one with a big name though. A lot of older guys that were just very well experienced that don't even have Instagram.
Yeah, you just take a little bit from each person.
And then one of the ways that I think people need to really wrap their arms around in a style of learning. Yeah. Which I think takes, a decent level of intelligence and IQ and emotional intelligence, is by observing other people. I watch fucking everybody.
Yeah, you got to.
Like, and pay attention to them. And I'm like, oh, I like that. I like how they did that. And
yeah.
What I mean? Like, you got to be smart enough to, like, watch them and dissect their game a little bit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep. You got to take a little bit from everybody.
And you don't have
to add that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And having the humility to learn from everyone is fucking huge,
too.
Bro, I could dislike 90% of how somebody does something or their message or whatever, but everybody has something to learn from. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I'll find that 10% and be like, yo, that's dope what they did there.
Even when I see people on TikTok, I'm like, how the hell do they
doing the fucking
because I'm like, bro, they blowing up, and it's like, how the hell they get so good at this? But I'm like, I might not like the content, but I'm just like, damn, how could I turn this into, like, I'm always thinking, like, I barely could sleep from overly thinking, trying to better myself daily. Like, damn, like, how could I, like, make myself major on this platform, major on that platform? Then I get on another platform and be like, damn, I'm trying to blow on this too, or blow on that, because there's study coming out with different platforms, and now every platform is paying. I don't know if you know, Twitter pays a lot. Twitter pays almost more than YouTube.
Oh shit.
And Snapchat pays me make like 60 to 80,000 a month off Snapchat.
No shit.
Yeah, they pay you. Like, cause I got you know how like Instagram have the blue check? You get a check on Snapchat as well. Yeah. So they always keep you on a Explorer page all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't even know that, cause when you go to Dubai, a lot of people are Muslim, so they don't like to show their pictures. So more people have Snapchat in Dubai. Like, so if you be like, hey, what's your Instagram? They be like, no, what's your Snapchat?
Oh.
Yeah, me either. I'm like, okay, my Snapchat. I'm like, you ain't gonna see shit on there. But they don't want you to see nothing on there. They just want you to see them at the time, and it deletes.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? So I was just like, okay. Yeah. So I said, let me make myself bigger on there. So before I go to Dubai, let's say if I go to Dubai 1 week in advance, I'll start running ads. So I spend about $90,000. That way, when I'm walking around the mall with a few of my billionaire friends, people coming up to us and they're like, "Hey, what's going on? I seen you." And then they're like, "Oh shit, you're known." Status, you know what I mean? So that's very important, bro.
Fucking talking about is status.
That's very important.
It's more important than fucking anything.
It is, bro.
It's like, the status is everything. It really is probably the highest valued commodity of today, right?
Oh, yeah, you're
right.
And
you can't just buy that shit.
No, bro.
You can't be like a rich nerd and get status.
For sure.
If you're a geek in a fucking Lambo, you're still a geek.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yep. And status, bro. That's smart.
Yeah. And I feel like this, that's what made me start learning more about the blogs, because I was getting a lot of money back in the day or whatever, and I was just like, damn, it was guys that was coming with a lot of, because the labels, when the labels, let's say if I'm a label and I give you $13 million and they give you $1 million advance, the other $12 million that's making you very famous, they're really putting that into you. That's why you're so worldwide and you can't go anywhere or do anything, because they're spending so much money into every avenue, whether it's YouTube trending or Twitter trending or all these blogs and stuff like that. They're spending that money. So they're making you so famous and your status is so high. That's why Kit Kat want to give you 100 million or 50 million, or Adidas want to pay you, because they only pay you for the status. Just like the guy that recently just went viral. That's almost like a status thing. He could have actually paid for that as well, but it would have costed so much money to.
How did you start your personal brand? Was that after you got out?
Yeah, as soon as I got out, I just started dumping every dollar I got into blogs. Like literally, okay, for instance, if I go buy a watch, chain, anything, I'm just going to go pay the blogs to show. If I go buy a Bugatti, like it's Bugattis in Miami, right? But if I posted I had a Bugatti, the whole world would know I had a Bugatti. Like it's the first one. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because I will
what
make.
What platform are the blogs on?
Like Wealth, World Star, and
like media.
Yeah, straight media. You want to do all media. Then you want to, once you do media, then you want to do the regular internet blogs, which would be like, then you can pay news anchor. You can pay all this stuff. They can be paid.
Yep.
So then you go to YouTubers and let YouTubers make reaction videos about your car or about your watch or about your house. So you pay all these people to make, this is how you build the status. Now everybody's talking about you and your Bugatti versus me just having a Bugatti in Miami.
Yeah.
And just me knowing myself. But the whole world know, and then the money that I spent on the Bugatti and the blogs, I made back from people wanting to tap in with me. Yeah. That's kind of like what I do a little bit. But that's why I say if I was on that type of status, which I'm going to get there, but once I get on that status, that's how I would do it. I will always use blogs, because of me posting my Bugatti on my page ain't nothing better than a blog saying, man, he just purchased this Bugatti and it cost this. And then they giving up updates of, oh, he's with this guy, or he's with that guy, or he just bought this type of watch, or he just did this, or he just went to Dubai with this or that, or he's playing with a tiger. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's the blog speaking for you.
Yeah, other people talking about you.
Yeah, so that most of the time, where we get our news from is we go on, we're just strolling, and we see if so many things get posted in one day, you will get seen on the Explore page at least 8 times. So people be like, I seen you on my Explore page. That's because you didn't have 60 fucking blogs post you.
Yeah.
Now you're all down somebody's Explore page. So everywhere you go, somebody gonna be like, I recognize you. I've seen you somewhere before. Yep. So that's how I started doing it. And I got that from the record labels, because, I'm signed to Motown, but I also work for them as well. So I'm like, how do y'all make artists big? You know what I mean? Like, how do y'all do this? And they just like, man, we use blogs, we use celebrities, we use this, we use that.
All influence. Anything with the eyeballs.
That's it. If somebody got 20 million subscribers, use the hell out of them. If they got 1 million subscribers, use the hell out of them. Yeah. Make them interview, make them do this, make them like constantly do that. You know what I mean? And you will constantly be somebody, because whoever their fans is going to love you because you got more. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, oh, he knows what the hell he's doing.
And dude, it's funny, bro. I've been rich for a long time.
Yeah.
Right? I'm 40 years old. I made my first million, I think by 26, 100% by the time I was 27 years old. Damn. Which feels like a long time now. Yeah. Right? And I was rich way before I had social media.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I didn't have an Instagram. I didn't fucking make content. I didn't do any of that at the time.
Yeah.
For years. And the difference between being successful with status compared to just being successful is fucking night and day.
Bro, it is, bro.
It's the difference of like, yeah, I can afford to go to that restaurant, but when I pull up at a fucking restaurant, I walk up, I either know the manager, they're waiting for me, or the fucking doormen see me. I don't know who they are. I've never seen them before in my fucking life. Yeah. But they know who the fuck I am. And they're like, excuse me. And then whoever you're with is like, oh shit. They're like, yo, Eric, what's up?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, yes.
And bro, that is way more valuable placing you in the hierarchy of fucking life than just having a bank account.
Yeah, I be telling people. I be telling them.
People think it's about this shit though. No. And it's like, bro, when you walk down the street, if you're with a chick, anyone, and someone comes up, they're like, yo, I fuck with you, I follow you, can I get a picture real quick?
Bro,
it's like fucking, bro, it's on, and I don't trip over that shit too much, but let me tell you something, dude. When I'm with my 13-year-old son, and I'm in Brickell or fucking Midtown, or I'm in wherever in the world, and someone stops to take a picture with me,
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, who's the coolest dad in the motherfucking world? What's good, you know?
Yeah, that shit.
And he's like, yo, that's my dad.
No, that shit feel good, bro.
Good as a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Man.
And so that status is.
I be telling people like, man, like
it's the bro. It's more valuable than money, than the jewelry.
like I be telling
guys,
like, they be like, bro, I got money, but you know, I want to be low key. I be like, bro, listen, I did that. I was getting money illegally, bro. Like 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, bro. Like I wanted to get famous. Like I had hella money. I was buying girls cars, bags. I'm telling you, and it didn't matter. A famous guy took my girl. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, damn, like the money didn't matter. I seen that the way that they were going to the concerts and I looked at that and I'm just like, I need that. I need to be able to go and mean something because nobody knew that I was rich or like, I was like, no, I gotta.
And that's the thing about like, you know, the things you want in life, right?
Yeah.
Like we talked about dating in Miami earlier. It's like, yo, having money and being successful is not enough.
No, it's not, bro.
It's not, because the guy with status will take your girl.
No, for sure.
The guy with status walks in the room and fucking they're all gonna look and break their neck.
They are, bro.
And it is probably the most valuable commodity.
And then it's
today.
like, and then on top of that,
status.
it's definitely the attention. Then it's like the body. That's why I be at the gym. We at the gym 3 times a day now because it's just like, damn, y'all girls want
you training at?
I'm at Box High and Anatomy, so I go to Box High, then I go straight to Anatomy, and then sometimes I go back. It just depends because in Miami, you just like ain't shit to do but work out and make money. You know what I mean? So mainly about 2-3 times a day, but like cardio an hour, strength training, boxing. You know what I mean? Some shit like that. But I'm like, man, because like what I'm noticing. When I'm in a gym, it motivates me to see other guys like that's in shape. I'm like, okay, cool. I need to get my shit together because I got money, but I need my stomach flatter, or I need my arms better, or you know what I mean. So it's good. I need to mentally see that.
That's the thing that I do love about Miami is it's such a competitive environment.
Yes, bro.
And so you walk into the gym, like when I'm at home in Boston, I walk into the gym, bro. I'm probably in better shape than almost
everybody.
Everyone
Same
there.
with Chicago. Same.
It's same shit, right?
Yep, same.
I walk into Miami, I'm like, fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got some work to do.
I got some work to do.
Same, bro.
You know what I mean?
Same.
And I like that.
Me too.
I like putting myself in that environment where I'm like, I gotta fucking eat better, train harder, do more cardio.
Yep.
Like it's just the level. That's what we talked about. It's like putting yourself in the right environment to level up. When you put yourself around a bunch of high-level motherfuckers in whatever area it is, fitness, money, whatever, influence, status, it is naturally going to pull you up. And I think that's one of the best things about Miami. Bro.
Yeah, no, that's why I like.
You walk outside of the house, bro. Yeah, man.
The cars, I'd be like, damn, like it's the cars that get to you. You be like,
check this out, though. Fucking, bro, I've been rich a long time.
Yeah.
And in Miami, I got a 92-foot yacht. It has 5 bedrooms. There are 5 people that work on the yacht as a private chef. I got a super mid-sized jet. It seats 12 people. It could fly from here to LA or from here to London or Paris, right?
Right.
When I pull up to my boat at the marina, bro, I feel like the fucking man. I'm like, yeah, let's go to my yacht. I got to walk past a 300-foot boat to fucking get there. And then when I get to my plane, I got to fucking pull past my little, I bought that plane for $6.45 million. As we're pulling out on the tarmac and the fucking, with the driver getting the front of my plane to get in the motherfucker, I'm driving past planes that can fly from here to Dubai that are 40, 50, 60, 70 million dollars. That's the environment of like, bro, you can't be rich here. You know what I mean? You pull up and you're like, fuck, bro. It inspires the fuck out of me. But the right mental model around all of that, we talked about haters. Because a lot of people see people being successful, and that's back in Chicago, back in Boston.
For sure.
And they're like, yo, fuck that guy.
Yep.
Fuck that guy with the bigger boat. Fuck that guy with the bigger plane. That doesn't exist here. What I love here is like, yo, that motherfucker on a 300-foot boat, keep going.
Yep. I like that too.
Keep going.
I got way richer here, bro. Like off the motivation and off the, you're like, damn, I gotta go harder. I can't chill. I can't be sleeping.
Chill, bro.
I can't be like
fucking chill.
Like even like when I go out, I'm like, damn, I be wanting to eat like some certain foods. I'm like, fuck, I can't eat that food. I just left the gym. Yep. You know what I mean? Like it gotta make sense. Everything.
That was me just
you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, like I be wanting to. do stuff, but it's like, nah, Miami will keep you on track for sure.
100%.
I got this hard ass class I got to get to, and I know I don't want to be.
Because it's easy to be the big fish in Boston.
Exactly.
It's easy to be the big fish in Chicago.
Yeah, yeah.
You can kind of be in shape, have a dope car, and, you know, afford first-class plane tickets.
Exactly.
Like, you're the fucking man.
Yep.
In Miami, you ain't shit, bro.
No, for sure.
You ain't fucking shit.
Yeah, it's too much. It's like, and you notice what I noticed? A lot of celebrities, because I just seen like big time rappers. Everybody moving here.
I love it.
Everybody. So I'm like,
city,
it's more,
though.
more
it's
motivation.
the city, for sure.
So where can we find you at? Like, where can we follow you at?
Instagram's a native platform, man. Just Eric Spofford. At Eric Spofford. That's where I'm at. A little bit on YouTube as well.
Yes, sir.
I gotta get on your game. Get my Snapchat up, my TikTok, my fucking all this other shit.
Love. I appreciate you for coming through, my boy. Appreciate you.
No
Thank
doubt.
you, brother.
Love.
Yeah.